response time, inability to house people when they have apartments that cannot be occupied safely because of sewage backups, water issues, water in the walls, pipes bursting, etc. So the Louisville Tenants Union has decided to stand up with them, and they brought them today on a bus, a Miller transportation bus.
We got 3 minutes. Let's let them hear it.
To the site of the
Come on, let's talk to them.
office.
1, 2, 3, 4. Don't be a slumlord. 5, 6, 7, 8. Do the right and Travis Yates. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't be a slumlord. 5, 6, 7, 8. Do the right and Travis Yates. I gotta say your full name in front of your place of employment. Come on now.
Yeah.
What do we want? Fair leases. What do we want them? Now. What do we want? Fair leases. What do we want them? Now. What do we want? Fair leases. What do we want them? Now. I said the people united will never be defeated. 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 Come on, y'all. Go. They got money for war.
We can't have a war.
They got money for war.
We can't have a war.
They got money for war.
We can't have a war.
They got money for war.
We can't have a war.
Come on, y'all.
Come on. Come on now.
So for those of you just tuning in, we are witnessing a sort of sit-in rally because senior citizens live at Rowan Apartments. They've had numerous complaints about lack of maintenance, response time, and issues with rehousing temporarily when the apartments have become uninhabitable. And they're making demands that the lease be approved as the accommodations be provided for people who cannot stay.
Amen.
We invite you in. We ask you to continue to watch over us, God.
Amen.
We ask that you would bless this group. We know that you have the power to change hearts, heal minds. We ask you to do so in this time. Continue to use us to thy sufficiency. And it is in the matchless, marvelous, magnificent name of Jesus the Christ that we pray and ask it all. Let it pray heart say amen.
Amen.
Good morning, my name is Jasmine Harris and I am a tenant and a leader with the Louisville Tenants Union. What do we want? Fair housing! When do we want them? Now! What do we want? Fair housing! When do we want them? Now! We are here today to demand fair leases for the tenants at the Rowan Apartments. We demand that the Beacon Properties incorporate the lease that we are delivering today into their standard lease for all residents in the Rowan Apartments.
That's right.
Yes.
There are over 35 tenants who have signed on to support this delegation.
Yes.
All of them have been impacted by the lack of maintenance, mismanagement, and mistreatment in the Rowan Apartments since Beacon Properties took over ownership. The Louisville Tenants Union has a long-term vision for the full transformation of housing from a commodity to guaranteed public good. We organize with over 50 tenant groups from across the country as part of the Homes Guarantee campaign, representing rural and urban communities, and representing tenants, public housing, privately owned complexes, mobile home parks, and more. 2 weeks ago, we helped bring over 100 tenants to Washington, D.C. to meet with the Biden administration, demanding that the White House write an executive order to regulate rent. We told the stories of thousands of tenants across the country who need their rights protected by the federal government. The Louisville Tenants Union is organizing with tenants in the Rowan Apartments with the simple idea that that a company as profitable as Beacon Properties, who makes money off exploiting the living conditions of seniors, can afford to provide basic maintenance standards in these properties. We are poor and working class, young and old, black, brown, white, and everything in between. We are organizing across the line. The other side uses to divide us. We are building tenant power all across this city.
Yes, we are.
This is not just a housing issue. This is a public health issue. Seniors deserve to live in homes that don't make them sick. Everyone deserves to have a home that is safe. Today, our landlords have all the power and we have none. And that ain't right. Today, landlords can treat us however they want, keep us living in terrible living conditions, and try to evict us for speaking up. And that ain't right. Today, too many of us are choosing between medication and rent, or food and the rent. And that ain't right. Today, our landlords are nameless, faceless corporations like Beacon Properties who don't pick up when we call, only to come and collect rent. And that ain't right. But tomorrow, that's all gonna be different.
It is.
Let's go. Let's go! Today, you will hear from Miss Clara and Miss Donna. We came with stories, but we also come with demands. First and foremost, we want a meeting with Travis Yates. Pull up! The owners of the Rowan Apartments. For years, Beacon Properties let conditions in the Rowan Apartments get worse. So these tenant leaders took it upon themselves to write new leases, fair leases, leases that guarantee a basic standard of living that everyone deserves. And today, we are going to hear about why the tenants at the Rowan Apartments need fair leases. What do we want?
Fair leases!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Fair leases!
When do we want them?
Now! Let's go!
First up, allow me to introduce Miss Clara Fortson.
Miss Claire!
Let's go.
Hello.
Yeah. Talk to him, sir.
Hello, my name is Clara Brooks,
Put it right up to your
and I
mouth.
am a resident at Rowan Apartments.
You guys could move the bus.
And I'm a leader with the
Our
Lord's
tenants are not able to.
I moved into Rowan in August of 2020. My first impression together was different than it is now. It was nice and quiet. After years of working and raising kids, I was ready to retire and I was enjoying my retirement in Texas. But in April of this year, the shit hit the fan. My toilet started backing up in April of 2022. It started on the Thunder Overlooker. It started overflowing. It started overflowing on April 23rd. I came home from Indiana. I was talking to my neighbors outside my apartment. When I heard it, the toilet started blooping. And I went and looked in the furnace. The furnace was full of water everywhere. It was disgusting. It was foul. It was sickening. Immediately, I called maintenance, and they said there was nothing they could do because of the weekend. I had to clean up the mess myself. I was sick. Sick from the smell. Sick from having to clean it all by myself. Sick from not knowing anyone would actually help me. Just imagine having to live for the days. I just imagine having no option, but no waiting, not knowing when if maintenance was going to respond. On Monday, maintenance came out, and they snuck the toilet and pulled out some wipes. But 3 days later, it backed up again. This time the maintenance said they would get back with me, but they didn't. Every 3 days, it would back up from April until August. It backed up nearly every 3 days. Some days the waste species flooded the hallway and the community room. And on the 21st of May, we backed up again, but worse this time. My family pictures were ruined, my mattress got ruined, my chair and my carpet. Beacon cleaned the carpet and mattress, and they cleaned the chair and the rug. It took them almost a month and a half to clean it, but Beacon would not reimburse me for some of my property loss. It seemed like every time I went out of town and came back home to a bathtub full of feces and waste. And it happened over and over again. Then I came home last Memorial Day. The smell was so vile. I called Beacon Property Management multiple times, and I asked for help to stay in a hotel, and they said they could not afford it.
Right.
The stress of all was unbelievable. I couldn't even invite my daughters over. Imagine not being able to invite your children over at your home.
That ain't right.
It affected my eyes, my breathing. I couldn't cook food in the kitchen because of the smell. I had to put stuff in the microwave and warm it up. There have been 7 work orders from April to August. We called the Louisville Tenants Union, and they came down, made a Facebook page. And the issue the next day, one of the head maintenance people came out. Then 4 men came out and moved all of my furniture to Unit 311. The plumbing went back and talked to Beacon. Okay, the plumbing went back and talked to Beacon and told them that I need to be moved. Section 8 came out, inspected the apartment, and it failed twice. My Section 8 voucher covered a 2-bedroom, but Beacon told me to cancel my lease so I could move.
That ain't right.
That's the law.
But when I did, they messed up my paperwork, so I had to take it back down to Beacon. They told me that I had to move, and my voucher would not cover my apartment. I felt like Beacon knew this.
They did.
They had other apartments available when I moved, but now they're not available. I believe this was retaliation for me speaking out.
Yes, it was.
That's
not
right.
right. That's not right.
Yeah.
I want to know, Travis Yates, would you feel like this for your mother
Yes.
or your grandmother had to go through this? What I went through. How would you want the landlord to respond if it was your grandmother or your mother? It feels like Beacon Property has forgotten its mission, but we are here to offer Beacon opportunity to renew their commitment to their mission and meet our demand
That's right.
for fair leasing.
Yes, that's right.
If we don't get what we need, we will be back. When we come back, we won't come back alone.
That's right. On rolling, we'll be back.
What do we want?
Fair leases.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Fair leases.
When do we want it?
Now.
That's right.
You know what we're talking about here. Period.
Point blank.
Okay.
Up next, we have Miss Donna Goldsmith.
All right.
Give it up, Miss Donna. Hey, let's go.
Yes, my name is Donna Goldsmith, and I moved into Rowan Street Apartments in October of last year. I deal with a lot of depression, anxiety, schizophrenia, and all that due to murder. 3 of my children murdered on the same day due to domestic violence. When I moved in this apartment at my older age, I felt like I could be comfortable, breathe, get involved with church and all that, but that's not so. I deal with breathing issues, and it's gotten worse since I moved into Beacon Properties. I started keeping my windows open to deal with the smell. My neighbors remind me all the time that my windows are open, but I have to keep them open even when it's cold.
Right.
On Sunday, October the 16th, I woke up to a sound of a loud noise, a pop. I thought it was a car wreck outside, so I turned over and went back to sleep. I got up to go to the restroom and stepped in water. When I walked into the laundry room, I was sprayed with it. It was spraying everywhere. So I grabbed some towels thinking, well, hell, this shit ain't gonna happen. It's coming from the walls, not the floor. So, the water was gushing for over 2 to 3 hours. 4 hours ago, I'm out calling the emergency maintenance number. I'm thinking, well, hell, maybe something's wrong with my phone. So I've got everybody in the building making these calls for me, and there's no answer. So I decided, hey, damn, call the fire department. So I called the fire department. They showed up, cut the water off and the electric, in the apartment. I'm sorry. Just by chance, Beacon's maintenance just happened to be there that day for another reason. He called a professional company to suck up the water. After working for hours, everyone left. But when I went back into my damn apartment, my damn area rug was still fucking floating in water. So I called him back in, which he had an attitude, and like I told him, this ain't what you want. Get in my apartment, get the water off my floor.
Okay.
So I couldn't believe that. So floating, and everything was still floating. They never came back to clean or do anything. My apartment smells like shit. Okay. I couldn't believe that Beacon expected me to stay in that apartment when everything was soaking in water. The next day, the manager called me and I got angry and hung up on him. I felt like Beacon was trying to look over the serious issue. The Louisville Tenants Union raised money for a hotel to me to stay in for 2 nights. What a blessing. But after that, I was forced to go back in the apartment. Around that time, Beacon let me know that they did all they were going to do, and I was on my own. The apartment stinks, and my health has gotten worse. Since this has happened, I am steadily throwing things away because of so much of what I've owned was run. You can see I'm a tall, big woman. I can't buy $3 pants, cheap clothes. I can't just go to Walmart or City Trend and replace my wardrobe. I requested an air quality control over a month ago. Wow, Beacon performed one and said everything was fine. What a joke! But wouldn't show me the results. We didn't believe that Travis Yates knew what happened to me. We didn't believe that he would have allowed this to happen if he knew about it. But now I know I know better. 2 weeks ago, Beacon Properties owner Yates told us that our maintenance issues were too expensive to repair. But last year, Beacon's property got over $11 million in revenue. $11 million in revenue. And a lot of that money came from donations and government subsidies. But keeping seniors living in terrible condition, that makes us sick, too expensive. That ain't right. What do we want?
Fair leases.
When do we want them?
Now.
What do we want?
leases.
When do we want them?
Now.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Yeah, put them on the Summer Jam screen. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, living in
They
poop,
wrong.
piles
They're
of
wrong.
poop floating around on the floors, piss and urine, every damn
Nah.
thing. It ain't right.
That ain't right. That ain't right.
And I guarantee you, none of them would come in there and spend a night for $1 million.
Nah.
They need to.
Today we are filled with purpose. We are here to invite Beacon Properties into a different way of being a landlord.
Yes.
One that puts people before profit. One that takes imagination to build new systems.
Yes.
One that disrupts injustice.
Yes.
The fair lease that we drafted guarantees that Beacon must provide a 24-hour maintenance report line, including weekends and holidays for emergencies that require immediate attention. In the event of a hazardous or life-threatening maintenance issue, Beacon must provide tenants with a safe place to stay until resolved or until end of lease term. Maintenance must initiate repair at least 48 hours after initial report. 24 hours in the event of an emergency maintenance issue or sooner if necessary by the circumstances. And no repair will be considered complete until the tenant has signed off on a work order form, verifying that the repair was done to the tenant's satisfaction.
That's right.
We had these leases been in place, Miss Clara and Miss Donna would not have had to live through the nightmare for the past 6 months. Agreeing to these fair leases represents a real commitment from Beacon that neither Miss Clara, Miss Donna, or any other tenant in the building ever has to go through what they went through again. These leases can set a new standard nationwide for improving tenant rights. Travis Yates, we need you to go to bed at night thinking about Miss Clara and Miss Donna's situation. We need you to think about how their apartments are making them sick and how you are profiting off their suffering. We need you to wake up in the morning thinking about us. Travis Yates has no choice to make. Has a choice to make. Will he do the right thing for the seniors? Or will he keep profiting off them and keeping them living in conditions that make them sick? Today, we're here to demand a meeting with Travis Yates. We're here to demand that he agrees to our fair leases. We're here to promise that next time when we come back,
The next time that we come back,
we are coming with hundreds more of our neighbors and other people passing around the city. We are here now, and we'll be back until we win. Because what do we want?
Fair leases.
When do we want them?
Now.
What do we want?
Fair leases.
When do we want them?
Now.
Play us like Nintendo. Come on, y'all.
So now we have Miss Clara and Miss Dorothy about to go in and give the new fair lease that we have drafted up to Travis Yates.
Right.
Now they gonna open the door.
They're probably not going to open the door.
Don't be a slumlord.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Do the right thing, Travis Yates.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Don't be a slumlord.
5, 6, 7, 8. Do the right thing, Travis Yates.
Package for Travis Yates. Okay.
Yeah, of course I will. I'm actually about to run back in now.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. You guys have a great day.
Thank you.
It's so nice in here. I wish we could have this. What we do now, I'm trying to do without the clothes.
You can pull it off my live stream.
I told you. I've been in here before. I knew how nice it was. No, I knew how nice it was.
So just real quick, we're out here in front of Beacon property, or sorry, Puritan. It's a housing complex. that is managed by Beacon Property Management, same management company as the Rowan Street Apartments, where we just heard the complaints from residents from the Rowan Street Apartments. They gave a fair lease agreement and are demanding that that fair lease agreement be implemented. They had a recent victory with the New Directions housing development or property managers, where they were able to get some headway going there. So just a few details right there on what's going on here. I got some other footage that I'm going to try to get up as well, but yeah, we're going to go ahead and catch back up with them real quick. You can see they're loading back up on their bus. They literally brought a bus load of people and several residents from the Rowan Street Apartments, located in the west end of Louisville, predominantly elderly, predominantly PSC residents. That has just been forgotten.
United will never be defeated.
Part of this effort of Louisville Tenants Union. And you got a little bit emotional a few minutes ago, and I want you to just share with us a little bit about what you were experiencing right then.
Well, people always gonna come for us, especially me. I'm super shy. Don't come for me if I didn't call for you. That's just it.
Thank you, Shamika. We appreciate you. Thanks for all your hard work. And the folks have gotten back on the bus. We're getting ready to head back, but a very, very successful rally.
Let's go.
We appreciate Jasmine. And we definitely.
Thank y'all so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. Good job, you guys. Thank you. Grateful for them giving us a chance to really amplify the work that Louisville Tenants Union is doing, which has really been tremendous. It's an ongoing effort. It's like we talk about not having enough housing in Louisville, and the housing that we've got has such crappy conditions in some cases, especially for vulnerable populations like seniors.
They're great. Louisville Tenants Union.
Backing up in your bathtub in your sink, not being able to live in the overwhelming odor.
Okay, so just behind me is the Puritan apartment complex. It is managed by Beacon Property Management, the same property management company for the Rowan Street Apartments. We just heard from several tenants from the Rowan Street Apartments about the living conditions that they're in. About a month ago, I stopped by there and I spoke with Donna, who also just spoke again. I got a little interview with her and some footage of her apartment. Once I get this up, I will try to link the previous coverage to it. But again, this is the Louisville Tenants Union fighting for a fair lease agreement that they just dropped off for Travis Yates, Beacon Property Management, hoping that they can improve their living conditions. Again, Rowan Street Apartments, predominantly elderly, predominantly people of color, and are just forgotten by this property management company, according to the tenants. But I'm going to go ahead and sign off for now. I got some editing and stuff to do, so we are going to sign off, dropping the live. Everybody, till then, stay strong, stay safe.